Hello and welcome to Somerville Highlander football on Somerville Ed TV. This is Todd Harmon alongside Eddy Maldonado, and we are at MacDonald Stadium in Malden as the Highlanders come in to take on the home-standing Golden Tornadoes of Malden High School. The Highlanders come in with the 0-3 record, Eddy. The Golden Tornadoes 0-2 on the season as they are also winless, so both teams looking for their first GBL and victory of the season.
Yep, you said it right there, Todd. Somerville coming in 0-3, Malden at 0-2. We expect a very competitive game here. In some ways, very evenly matched teams on both ends, right? And we're looking at their last game, both of them. Games they want to forget. Coming in here, right? Brand new clean slate for them. Let's see what happens tonight.
No doubt about it. Each team coming in with no wins on the season. The Highlanders 0-3, 0-2 in the GBL, losing 48-6 to open the season at North Quincy, then losing 38-6 at Everett, and then 53-13 last week against Lynn Classical. The Golden Tornadoes come in 0-2 without a GBL game this year as they lost their opening game to Whittier 28-7 and lost last week to Melrose 38-0. So two teams going the wrong direction in the beginning of the season want to turn things around tonight.
Yep, both teams, big opportunity to do so here tonight, right? This is a big game. Hey, it could change your season. It could change the momentum of the rest of the season here. So,
Golden Tornadoes will kick off. The Highlanders won the toss, and they selected to receive. And Ginsley Lewis gets the return. He's out past the 20. Looking to find a block there, but gets it back to the 20, and that's where he's taken down as the Highlanders will open out on offense.
Good job there by the Golden Tornadoes, Todd. You saw, Ginsley Lewis has that speed. He was looking to get outside there, so great tackle there by the Golden Tornadoes.
With the ball on their own 23.
Aiden Slattery, the quarterback for the Highlanders, will be out, of course, trying to get the ball into the hands of those playmakers. Tenzin Gaysar, one of those. Ginsley Lewis, another one of those. And at the running back position, Orlinski Philemon can really make things happen as well.
The key here for Slattery, he wants to get into a groove. He wants to build some sort of momentum here offensively. Last week, he was running a lot for his life. Hopefully we don't see that here tonight. And he's able to get the ball into the hands of his playmakers, just as you mentioned, Todd.
So the Highlanders bringing the offense out. Bottom of the screen is Ellie Jeremiah. Well, I'm sorry, strike that. It's Fidini Francois, my apologies.
Oh, almost fumbled there.
A fumble right off the bat, able to get it back.
Number 17, Aiden Slattery on the quarterback keeper.
Looked like he was trying to get it to Lewis there, Todd, and he wasn't really able to connect. And luckily, Slattery was able to hold on to that and get back to the line of scrimmage.
The gain of 1. It's going to be 2nd down and 9 for Somerville.
2nd down and 9 for the Highlanders. Slattery has the play. Lone receiver at the bottom is Ellie. Slattery out the snap, out to the far side of the field. Room to roam out there on a little screen.
Complete to number 6, Richard Beek.
Beek showcasing his hands there and speed getting right up the field. That was a good job. Slattery able to get the time that he needed, quickly got rid of the ball there, and they went right upfield. They're going to give him a first down there.
First down for the Highlanders as they get the opening drive first down to keep this going.
Same backfield there for the Highlanders. They're going to have Lewis and Philemon.
Reversal of the wide receivers as Francois down at the bottom of the screen now. The give is right up the middle. Golden Tornadoes, a nice job in the middle there as they were able to hold up well against Philemon.
Number 12.
And Philemon, track record of being a strong physical runner, so they definitely want to get him going and a handoff right there, right up the middle. I believe, Todd, we saw Philemon break one last week for 98 yards.
Absolutely, we did a 98-yard jaunt that he had, a quick opener against Lynn Classical. So we know that Philemon not only has the power, but also has that breakaway speed as we have 2nd and 8 now for the Highlanders. This one out to the near side, trying to break through the tackles, and he does, and he's going to keep on going. It's Richard Beek once again.
So Beek active here early for the Highlanders, Todd. That's 2 catches there. And another first down for the Highlanders.
Excellent job there by the Highlanders. Beek, really tough running there as he was able to break through a couple tackles and get that big first down.
And that's twice now on this drive that Beak is able to avoid some tacklers there and pick up the first down.
Slattery using the slot receiver Beak for 2 first downs. He's still in the slot at the top of the screen. The give is underneath as that goes to Lewis. He's slippery around the inside, spinning away, still trying to power as he's near that first down marker across midfield. A couple of the Golden Tornadoes looking to rip the ball away, unable to do that.
Yep, great job by Lewis there, able to hold on to the ball. They were definitely going for it there. Nicely done.
That run's good for about an 8-yard gain. It's going to be 2nd down and 2.
Good, tough, and slippery run there. He was able to get 8 yards on it. Brings up a 2nd down and 2. Just the type of down and distance the Highlanders want to see.
It's the exact position that you want to be in, 2nd down.
The Highlanders getting across midfield. Multiple first downs in their first drive here. Just underway here at MacDonald Stadium in Malden. As the give is to Philemon, but not much up there as the Golden Tornadoes all over that play.
Yeah, all over it, and it looked like Philemon lost his hat
Number
there,
12,
lost his helmet, and he's going to have to go to the sideline now.
No gain on the play.
No gain there. It brings up a 3rd down. They actually gave him probably about a yard on it now that I'm looking at it, so about a 3rd down and a yard here for the Highlanders.
Yep, a long 1 yard there for the Highlanders, and we'll see what they'll do here. You know, you think they might run up the middle, but those quick passes have been working for them, especially on 3rd downs. We might see that here.
Lewis and Gaysar in the backfield along with Slattery.
Looks like we're going to have a false start here by the Highlanders, Todd. It looked like Beak might have flinched a little bit there.
Offsides on Somerville.
False start is the call against Somerville.
Going to be a 5-yard penalty.
Beak got a head start in that situation, so now that backs him up back on the other side of midfield. 3rd down and 6 for the Highlanders, and that just changes everything for this play.
Changes your play call there. I'm not sure, obviously, what the play call was prior to that, but Beak a little too excited. Maybe he was going to get the ball there on 3rd down.
Looks like Highlanders have Tenzin Gaysar back in the backfield. They're going to have trips at the top of the screen. At the bottom of the screen is Eddy. Big 3rd and 6 here for the Highlanders as Slattery gets it off to Francois, and he is across for the first down and more as he continues to power there. Golden Tornadoes having a hard time bringing Fidindi Francois down.
Francois had room to run there. It was a nice screen set up there by the Highlanders, able to pick up the first down. Great run.
Good play call there by the Highlanders as that quick opener 11. To Francois. They were able to get the first down with his great athleticism.
And on this first drive, we're seeing those quick passes again that we're accustomed to seeing from the Highlanders, except here there's a lot of yards after the catch, so great job so far on this drive by the Highlanders.
Highlander offense moving here, their first possession of the game. Slattery to the near side of the field, gets it out there to Lewis. Lewis gets it across now to the 31-yard line.
The gain is 3.
Marking him at the 32, so it's a gain of 3 there. 2nd down and 7 for the Highlanders.
Yep, just another one of those quick passes there. A nice move by Lewis to get upfield there.
The Highlander offensive line struggling with protection throughout the season, so they've had to make any offense that they've gotten through the air has come on these quick passes. So it's a little bit different, just slightly a little more time and a little bit more effective here for the Highlanders. Slattery back out to Beak. Oh, and Beak unable to come up with it. He had room to roam on that one. I think he knew that.
I think he got a little excited. Yep, Beak looks like he might have got a little excited there. He had room to run, possible touchdown there with the speed that he has. So Golden Tornadoes catch a break there as Beak wasn't able to haul that one in.
So a tough 3rd down here for the Highlanders. 3rd down and 7. They were just able to convert a 3rd down and 6 on the previous set of downs. Let's see what they can draw up here.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Francois.
I would not be surprised if they go right back to that play there, Todd. It was right wide open for them on that previous play.
Fidindi Francois at the top of the screen, and there it is, right back to him. And this time the Golden Tornadoes have read that play, and they were on top of it as they stop him right at the 31-yard line. A gain of 1 on the play brings up 4th down and 6, and a decision to be made by Coach Fenton.
Seems like an easy decision there for Fenton. He's going to go for it. Slattery going to the sideline to get the play. That was a great job by the Golden Tornadoes defensively there. Kind of knew what was coming, and they were able to corral it and get on it.
So now
Number
third
59,
down
Justin
and
D.
6.
Simone. Number 44,
Reversal
Sam
of
Salazar.
the Highlanders offensive set as the twin receivers are at the bottom of the screen. Single receiver at the top. Beak is the slot man.
It looks like they're checking the play here, so Slattery is going to change the play up for the Highlanders here.
Fourth down and 6 here for the Highlanders. Snap back to Slattery. His man was covered, so he tries to take it and run. Let's see if he finds anything as he spins around, tries to push forward across the 30, but they're not going to make it as the turnover on down for the Highlanders. They had tight man coverage at the top there, and that's where it looked like he was going. Without that, he decided to tuck it and run.
Yep, just like you said, Todd. It was tight man-to-man coverage there. Slattery didn't see his player come open right away. Sort of panicked once he saw that, tried to take off and run to pick up the first down there, and the Golden Tornadoes were able to recover and obviously stopping their turnover on downs.
So the Highlanders, after a nice drive, they were able to get the ball to the Golden Tornado 30-yard line, turn it over on downs. So the Golden Tornado offense onto the field now.
First and 10 for Malden. The ball on their own 30.
Looks like we're going to have Jordan Rodriguez there at quarterback.
Jordan Rodriguez at quarterback, and we have a fumble on the snap. Highlanders chasing him around down at the 10-yard line and take him down at the 12.
It looked like number 4. It looked like Lewis had the initial pressure up the middle there, and a host of Highlanders joined him in the backfield.
Absolutely, as Alvin Benavides got in there as well. He made the sack there. So the Highlanders get the big sack after the fumble. Brings up a second down. We're going to call it a second down and 26.
Looks just about it. Second 26. Could also be second and 30 there. Lost a lot of yards on the play there. Not the start the Golden Tornadoes wanted.
Not at all. It's Jordan Rodriguez in at the quarterback position. Fakes the handoff on the play action. Gets the little swing pass out to number 44. That's Samuel Solorzano.
Number 10, Jordan Rodriguez's pass complete to number 44.
That was a nice run there by Solorzano. He had room to run, and the lone Highlander to make the tackle there was number 27 for the Highlanders.
Excellent play there as it was Austin Pereira.
Third down.
With that tackle for the Highlanders. Able to take down Solorzano. Solorzano also the punter for Malden as well. So maybe we'll get to see him on the next play as it is third and long here for the Golden Tornadoes, third and about 18.
And they're going to spread out their wide receivers here.
Looking around is Rodriguez. He's got the man on the out. It is complete, but brought down quickly was McGuffey, Davian McGuffey.
Pass complete to number 12.
Not enough for the first down as he just gets across the 30 to the 32-yard line. So it'll be a fourth down and 8 for the Golden Tornadoes. We'll see what they decide to do here.
The ball on their own 32.
And it looks like the Golden Tornadoes are planning to go for it as we still see Jordan Rodriguez on the field. He's going to go to the sideline there to get the play.
We'll see what they've got going on. 23 going out there.
Number 23, Ronald Juarez.
Looked like we had a little confusion on the Golden Tornado sideline there. We're going to have a timeout by Malden.
Malden takes their first
taking the
timeout.
It looked like they weren't totally sure what they were doing, or what they were thinking what they were doing, because let's see, they had Juarez going out there. Ronald Juarez, who is their place kicker, not their punter, or at least not who we saw punting in the pregame. So we will see what Malden is going to do in this situation. A fourth down this deep in their own territory, and especially the way the Highlanders were able to move the ball on their first possession. And we were watching the punter kick. He was a decent punter. It's likely they could turn around field position a little bit here if they don't go for it and punt this ball away. So I'm not totally sure why they would go for it in this situation.
It would be dangerous to go for it here in this situation. Like you said, it's still early in the game. To give the Highlanders this field position wouldn't be good for the Golden Tornadoes.
We'll see what they end up doing here as they see here 23. So once again, that is Ronald Juarez.
Number 23, Ronald Juarez.
We did not see Juarez warming up as a punter. We saw him warming up as a field goal kicker. We saw him make a 37-yarder with room to spare. So he does have some thunder in that leg.
He certainly does have a leg, and I guess going forward, he might be handling both punting and kickoff duties for them.
Fedini Francois back deep for the Highlanders. Of course, the Highlanders also need to be aware of any sort of trickeration the Golden Tornadoes might want to try here. Fourth down and 8 is the down and distance. As a snap goes to Juarez. Lewis almost got that one blocked, but it's in Francois' hands now. He makes one guy miss, gets across the 40, and is taken down by a couple golden tornadoes there. So the Highlanders will have it with good field position as they start from their 40. After getting a good first drive that came up empty, we'll see what they can do here,
Yeah,
Eddie.
great field position here for the Highlanders. Start off their second drive. Previously on that punt, it was a difficult punt as Lewis was right in the face of Juarez on that kick right there. Now we mentioned it. Last drive, great drive by the Highlanders. It was sort of stalled once they got past midfield, so looking to build off the momentum that they had in that previous drive.
3 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. So the Highlander offense comes out. We have a timeout on the field as the Highlanders will take the timeout here.
Membership passes, which get you into all home football and basketball games, free of charge.
So the Highlander offense, after a successful first drive, they turned the field position completely around on that first drive as they started back around their own 20-yard line. Were able to drive it all the way down to the Malden 30-yard line, and that's why they've set themselves up, along with a good defensive stand, with good field position here.
Yep, in a timeout here, Coach Fenton wants to make sure he gets his team lined up right. This is a big drive for them here. They want to be the first to score and set the tone here.
Both teams looking for their first GBL wins of the year. This is Malden's GBL opener. Of course, the Highlanders 0-2 in GBL play as they lost to Everett as well as Lynn Classical. So the winner of this game will be out of the GBL basement, and the loser will be residing in said basement.
You don't want to be in the basement, especially in the GBL.
Not in the GBL. It is not, GBL does not stand for Great Basement League.
No.
So we are back, the Highlanders with the trip receivers at the top. And they go to the slot man on the out as that's Lewis, but he is immediately brought down. Slattery a little behind him on that throw.
A little behind there. I think Lewis was expecting it in front, and was kind of surprised at the ball placement there. Luckily, able to hold on to it, though.
Number 44, Sam Salazano.
So that'll bring up second down for the Highlanders as they go the wrong direction on first down with that pass reception. So it's second down and 17 for the Highlanders. 2.5 minutes remaining in the quarter. No score here at MacDonald Stadium.
Yep. Fast-moving first quarter here, Todd.
No doubt about it. Man in motion is Lewis, so give it to him on the jet sweep. Trying to outrun one man who knifed in there. Let's see here, that is 42, I believe.
Yep, it looked like number 42 for the Golden Tornadoes.
Yep, absolutely. A great job there as it was James Hippolyte.
Number 4, Ginsley Lewis, the ball carrier.
It's a great
Brings
job
up
there.
third down. Yeah, great job there by Hippolyte as he was able to get in there. Lewis had room to roam if he had gotten past Hippolyte because he had blockers.
He had blockers set up right in front of him, and great job there to stop it coming from behind and able to tackle Lewis.
So third down and 18 actually for the Highlanders. Minute 35 remaining here in the first quarter.
Yep, and let's see if the Highlanders take a shot downfield here.
Slattery back to pass, looking downfield. He's trying to find, but does not. Jeremiah Ellie.
Pass incomplete. Intended for number 21.
Just a little over Ellie there, just not able to connect. But he had him on that play.
That brings
fourth
up fourth
down
down
now
and 18
for the Highlanders.
With the ball on their own 32.
Now it is the Highlanders confronted with the situation of needing to punt this ball away to try to reverse the field position a bit.
Exactly, easy decision here, just reverse the field position.
Minute 26 remaining in the quarter.
We're gonna have a Highlander come on here late.
Luca Valens back to punt for the Highlanders. That is an offsides, and he is free to the kicker, so they're going to whistle that, I believe. That is an offsides call against Malden.
Flags on the play.
So it will change it from a 4th and 18 to a 4th and 13 for the
Penalty
Highlanders.
is against Malden.
That penalty could still, obviously, of course, help the Highlanders here on the punt, set up better field position for the defense.
Absolutely. I mean, field position right now is what the Highlanders are trying to reverse, trying to keep in their favor. They've had it in their favor since that opening drive. Snap, and he gets it away.
See if they get a Highlander roll here.
We'll roll down to the 31. where it is
Somerville
down by
punches
Fedendi
down by number
Francois.
11, Fedendi Francois.
So Malden began their first possession at their own 30. They're going to begin their second possession at their own 31. So generally what the Highlanders wanted in terms of field position kept it static. We're not able to reverse it as much as they'd like. But hopefully the Highlander defense can do a great job like they did on that first possession.
Highlander defense has to be feeling good, right? After that first drive, they're able to get that stop. They started off with the fumbled snap, so we'll see how the Golden Tornadoes start off this drive.
Minute 12 remaining in the quarter. And flags all over.
The call looks like a false start
Offsides on
on the
Malden.
Golden Tornadoes there.
Yep,
The
false
5-yard
start
penalty
against Malden's going to be
first and
back them up
15.
5 yards, back to the 26-yard line. It'll bring up
From their own
second down
26.
and 15.
So similar to that first drive, the Golden Tornadoes are moving backwards on that first play there, Todd.
Jordan Rodriguez gets the snap, fires it out. That is complete. Room to roam as well. That was number 9, Nick McGuffey.
Rodriguez's pass complete.
Great job.
To number 9.
Stealing
Nicholas
sort of a play
McGuffey.
from the Highlanders there, able to
That
get rid of
play
the ball
results in
quickly,
the
get it in the hands of their
Golden
playmaker, McGuffey. Made a couple players miss there and got right upfield.
First Malden first down of the game. First down and 10 for the Golden Tornadoes at their own 41. Probably the last play of the quarter here. Rodriguez's pass is complete over the middle. Short of midfield, goes to McGuffey once again.
Pass complete to number 9, Nicholas McGuffey.
Yeah, and it almost looked like Rodriguez had two receivers open there on a slant right up the middle. And great catch by McGuffey, able to haul that one in.
Threw that one exactly where you're taught to throw it, down low where only a receiver can get it. Brings up second down and 2. Great play there by McGuffey. 14 seconds left in the quarter. As the play action there, Rodriguez looking to get to the corner, and he does, and he's able to get the first down as he
Rodriguez on the
gains
quarterback keeper.
the 2 yards needed, 3 yards on that play across midfield.
Yeah, nice scamper there by Rodriguez. He was able to get just outside of the Highlander defense and pick up that first down.
That's going to, let's see here, take it to 5 seconds remaining here as they stop the clock to move the chains. Spreading the field a bit are the Golden Tornadoes. Play action fake. Pass goes out to 44. He's down the sideline. He's hit hard though, as he's put down after a gain of about 8.
At the end of your first quarter. Your score, the Somerville Highlanders 0.
So Solorzano able to get a nice gain from Malden, setting up a second down going into the second quarter. That does end the first quarter of play. So the Highlanders tied up with the Golden Tornadoes, but the Golden Tornadoes are marching currently. It is tied to zeros as we move to the second quarter of play. Very, very fast quarter there, Eddie. And the Highlander offense able to move the ball, but quickly the Golden Tornadoes seem to make some adjustments.
Yep, both teams, they look to be evenly matched. They both already had about 2 possessions each. They're both offensive. We've seen the Highlander offense go first, be able to move the ball, then stall. Same thing for the Golden Tornadoes here. They're able to move the ball. Now let's see, they're building momentum. Can the Highlander defense stop them?
Yep, that is the question as we move to the second quarter. As the Golden Tornadoes began this drive at their own 31-yard line. They have it across midfield down near the Highlander 40.
I think one of the biggest things for the Highlanders so far, no turnovers. So that's got to be a plus for them. They left that first quarter with no turnovers, minimal penalties on their end. Most of the flags that we saw in that first quarter were aimed towards Malden. So positives there, and defense is starting to dig their toes in and hopefully get a stop here.
No doubt about it. The penalties have lessened. There's no question about that. The execution looks better on the Highlander side than we've seen throughout the season thus far. And so you get that cleaner execution, you have fewer penalties, and then you open up hopefully opportunities. The Golden Tornadoes huddled up. They are in the midst of their drive here. Began this at the 31, have it down at the 40. They will have second down and 2.
Second down and 2 for Malden.
After the pass out to
The ball
Solorzano.
is Somerville 40.
One thing to be worried on the Highlander defense there is you saw Rodriguez and McGuffey begin to create a connection there, back-to-back passes. So we'll see if Rodriguez decides to go to McGuffey again.
McGuffey is at the low part of the screen. No receivers on the far side. So Rodriguez gets the snap. The give is
Great job.
to 17. He's going nowhere as J.J. Irizarry was taken down quickly on that play.
Oh yeah, great recovery there by Lewis, just coming through the hole and able to stop the ball carrier there.
So that was a big stop by the Highlanders because you go from a 2nd down and 2 to a 3rd down and 7.
Yep.
So a 5-yard loss there, and now a 3rd down and long for the Golden Tornadoes to deal with.
You mentioned it just before the play. On that side of the field, there's a lot of room to run, so great recovery by Lewis in making that tackle.
Rodriguez back, he hands it up the middle to Irizarry. Good job reacting there by the Highlanders as Philemon was able to get him right before the 1st down marker. That's only their 2nd run of the game, so the Highlanders really set to stop the pass and were able to adjust quickly.
I think the defense there, they were expecting to pass on about a 3rd and medium, 3rd and 7 there. Surprised them with the draw play there, the run. Definitely setting up a 4th and about 2 there, so definitely going to go for it here.
Yep, 4th down and 2 at the Highlander 40-yard line. Golden Tornadoes going for it here. McGuffey at the bottom of the screen. He looks actually to Solozano.
To number 44, Tim Salazano.
And Salazano making things happen out there as he's finally brought down at the 25-yard line. First down for the Golden Tornadoes and a timeout taken by the Highlanders with 10:34 remaining in the first half. And the Golden Tornadoes are knocking on the door. They've got it at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, that was a tough 4th down there for the Highlanders. They were hoping for a stop there, and Salazano, he's been involved heavily on this drive for the Golden Tornadoes. So a nice job there to get the ball to him, wide open on sort of the dump pass, able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive for the Golden Tornadoes.
Couple players that we're seeing the Highlanders need to focus on and key on. Solozano definitely one of those, as well as Nick McGuffey, number 9. You talked about the chemistry that we were seeing between McGuffey and Rodriguez that was developing as well. So something to worry about for the Highlander defense.
And Solozano there almost playing that H-back role. He's coming out of the backfield, so provides almost a little trickery there. The defense has to stick to their assignments and make sure that they stick to Solozano next time.
Yeah, Solozano was also the motion man on that play as well. So they're able to get a read whether he's in man-to-man or whether anybody's manned up with him if they run with him on that motion. So 1st down and 10 for the Golden Tornadoes as Rodriguez gets the snap, hands it off to Irizarry, and he is through the middle
Number
for a
17,
gain
Josh
of
Irizarry,
about
the ball carrier.
6 yards there for Irizarry.
That run's good.
And
for
Irizarry just had room to run there. Again, similar play to that 3rd and 7 that they previously had. Just a draw play right up the middle. Highlanders weren't ready for
the ball to Somerville 17-yard line.
Only the 3rd running play for the Golden Tornadoes, so the Highlander defense geared towards stopping that pass, although every single pass has been a play-action pass. They've faked the handoff pretty much every time. And Irizarry right through the middle. That time he is pulled back as Philemon able to corral him at the line after a gain of about 2 yards, it looks like. It's going to bring up a 3rd and short for the Golden Tornadoes.
The gain of 1. It's going to be 3rd down and 1.
So the Golden Tornadoes have a good opportunity here, 3rd
With the ball
down
on
and
the Somerville
short.
15-yard line.
From what we were seeing in the warm-ups, they are in field goal range of their kicker.
I think they'd love to get a touchdown here.
Rodriguez, he'll keep it himself this time as he comes to the near side. He's up for the 1st down. Tries to get the corner. He's forced out at the 10-yard line as Fidindi Francois able to knock him out there, but a 1st down for the Golden Tornadoes at the Highlander 10.
That play results in a Golden
nice job by Rodriguez
Tornadoes
there,
down.
reading the scenario, seeing that he had room to run there with the keeper. Easy 1st down for the Golden Tornadoes.
Golden Tornadoes showing a varying package of plays.
Seems like they're mixing up the run a lot more on this drive than they previously had on previous drives and in previous games as well.
No doubt about it. We are at 9:20 remaining in the half. The Golden Tornadoes knocking on the door of this scoreless game. They have a 1st and goal from the 10. Rodriguez
Fumble there.
misses the snap. He gets it about the 25. He'll throw it towards the end
Recovered
zone.
by Rodriguez.
Trying to get that to McGuffey there at the pylon,
incomplete.
but it's incomplete. So he threw that one on the run. McGuffey was open there for a moment, just slightly off target.
Yeah, that was a dangerous play there for the Golden Tornadoes, but a nice recovery by Rodriguez. Almost had McGuffey there in the back of the end zone.
Nicholas McGuffey. Going to be 2nd down and goal.
One player that we haven't seen yet, Todd, and we saw during warm-ups, a lot of passes going towards Vargas Cardoso. Tall number 84 playing wide receiver there for the Golden Tornadoes. Let's see
You
if
see him
they
lining
call
up.
his number on this play.
Absolutely, right here on the near side. Short side fade could be the call here. Dangerous for the Highlanders. Instead, they're going to go out to, once again, 44 as Solorzano gets the touchdown coming out of the backfield, receiving the ball.
Yep, went right back to the play that worked. It's not broken, don't fix it. Went right back to Solorzano on that play, able to score the touchdown and get 6 for the Golden Tornadoes.
Solorzano doing yeoman's work out of the backfield as a check down receiver. I think he's checking down to him, it looks like, but it's probably a second option. His first thought was to see maybe if Cardoso or somebody else was there, or
Number 23,
whether it be Cardoso or whether it be McGuffey. Then you get the ball down to Solorzano.
Definitely, and it was a quick read by Rodriguez, able to dump it. I think he knows when he goes there, he's going to be open.
So on to kick here. It's Ronald Juarez to kick the extra point. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up, and it's good. So the Golden Tornadoes strike first here at MacDonald Stadium with 9:06 remaining in the first half. The Highlanders trail 7-0.
A great drive there for the Golden Tornadoes. They figured out what worked for them, mixing the run in, the pass. We saw a couple draw plays right up the middle for them, and we also saw them get the ball into their playmakers' hands. Solorzano coming out of that backfield, a lot of motion, being that check down king there for them. And then you also had McGuffey with a couple of plays on that drive as well.
Yeah, the play basically began as McGuffey's drive
Malden, number
and then
43, Ronald
kind of
Juarez.
mutated into Solorzano's drive as I think the Highlander defense adjusted to the coverage on McDuffie, but they weren't able to stop Solorzano coming out of the back.
Going forward, that's definitely exactly what they need to adjust for, is Solorzano on that check down there.
They also threw in some draw plays to Irizarry, which were very effective, if nothing else, to slow that pass coverage of the Highlanders up a little bit.
Yep, just to remind the Highlander defense, hey, we can still run the ball, all right?
So the Golden Tornadoes strike first. Highlanders trailing 7-0, 9:06 remaining in the half as the orange line goes by here at MacDonald Stadium.
Back deep to receive the kick for Somerville, number 11, Findendi Francois. And number 4, Ginsley Lewis.
Lewis and Francois back deep for the Highlanders to receive. I'd love to see Ginsley Lewis get loose on get some open field in front of him, whether it be on a kickoff or be on an offensive
Stole the words
play.
right out of my mouth there, Todd. If they have room to run, they're going to take it.
As this kick is away, Ginsley Lewis's side, he's going to grab it at the 2. He's bringing it up here, trying to find that open space to the far side. He has something there as he gets past the 20 to the 24-yard line where he's knocked out.
Nice recovery there by Lewis. He picked it up at the 2. Was able to pick about 22 yards on that kick there.
See where they're going to mark it. Actually, they're going to mark
the ball out to the
24-yard line.
Where Somerville will start 1st and 10 from their own 24.
So the Highlanders start off from the 24-yard line, similar field position to how they opened out the game. So they were able to take their opening drive down to the Malden 30-yard line, where they were not able to convert a 4th down. That was as close as the Highlanders have gotten to points tonight. They trail 7-0 as they take the field here.
Yep, a fresh drive here for the Highlander offense. It seemed like they were on the bench for quite some time. It was a long drive by the Golden Tornado offense.
Austin Pereira now in the game at the bottom of the screen for the Highlanders at wide receiver. Beek is the slot man on the near side. The give is to Lewis on the jet sweep, but he's going to cut it up the middle instead. Nothing doing there.
Number 4,
He was the
Kinsley
motion
Lewis
man
on the
coming
carry.
across. He got the handoff, gained about 4 yards
The gain
actually.
of
It looked
about
like he was
3.
taken down relatively short
be
there,
second
but
down
it's
and
going to bring
7.
up 2nd down and 6 here.
Yep, about a 3 or 4 yard gain there for Lewis. And it was interesting. He looked like he could have just kept going outside on that jet sweep there, but decided to cut it in.
Highlanders now 2nd down and 6. Twin receivers to the bottom, a single receiver at the top of the screen. Give is up the middle. That's Lewis as he's slippery, a little stutter step, and gets the first down to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, Lewis looking elusive there and able to pick up the first down for the Highlanders. Nice run.
Number 4, Kinsley Lewis, the ball carrier.
So a nice first down there for the Highlanders as they
Tackle on
begin
the
this
play by
drive.
number 42, James Hippolyte. That play results in a Highlander first down.
Yep, similar drives to the
First and
Highlanders already
10.
had. Early on, they're moving the ball
Highlanders
again, that
from their
run
own
game going.
35.
And we'll see what happens once they get to midfield and beyond that. They got to finish the drive here.
For Denny Francois at the bottom of the screen. Very tight coverage there. It's a running play up the middle.
There he
and
goes.
there's Philemon as he is off and across midfield down to the 49-yard line.
Nicely done there by Philemon. We mentioned earlier he has the breakaway capability there, is what I'm trying to say, Todd.
Number 12,
And he almost looked like he was going to break
Orleans
one
Gilmore,
there,
the ball
so
carrier.
important for the Golden Tornadoes to keep paying attention to that.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. They've done really
That
well in
play
the first
results in a
quarter.
Highlander
He got a
first
couple
down.
touches there in the first quarter, and they bottled him up in that situation. You saw the
Gonna be
burst of
first and
speed
10,
that
Somerville.
Orlinsky
From the Malden High
Philemon
School,
brings to the table.
49-yard line.
So a first down for the Highlanders across midfield. 7:15 remaining in the half. Highlanders trailing by 7, but they are on the move into Golden Tornado territory. As they give once again to Philemon up the middle, flag is thrown. Big pile there as
Number 12,
Philemon was stopped for
Philemon, the ball carrier.
no gain.
Flags on the play.
We'll see what these flags are. It's thrown by one of the line judges. It's going to be offsides against the Golden Tornadoes is what they are motioning there. Somebody probably up into the neutral zone, I would say.
Yep, looks like we're going to have about a neutral zone infraction on the Golden Tornado there.
So there is the
Penalties
signal,
against
offside
Malden.
against Malden. So the 5-yard penalty will make it
The 5-yard
first down
penalty.
and 5 for the Highlanders
Replay first
at the
down.
Golden Tornado 44-yard line.
Be first and 5 for Somerville. The ball on the Malden 44.
Slattery getting the play. That's Beak there, number 9 in the slot at the top of the screen. Francois is also at the top of the screen wide. Bottom of the screen is Austin Pereira. And Slattery trying to get out of there as he was on a planned rollout, and Malden was all over it as they blitzed him.
Yeah, it was almost like Malden knew the play there. It was a designed run for Slattery trying to roll out and find room, but good job by the Golden Tornado
The
defense.
loss of 4. It's going to be second down and 9
Kind of
for
looked
Somerville.
like they were setting up an option pass for Slattery as he could roll out, he could a run pass option, and with the way Malden had that read, there was no option.
There was no chance there to try to get it downfield, but I like what the idea was there. Get Slattery mobile, get him outside of the pocket, and try to make a play.
So now second down and 9 for the Highlanders after that loss of 4 on the sack. 4 receivers for the Highlanders. This comes out to Lewis. So he tries to run it to the interior, he breaks through one tackle, able to get it across the 45 down to the 44.
Number 4, Kinsley Lewis.
Good job by Lewis there, just making up for the lost yardage that they previously had. And I
gain
believe
of
this is going to
4.
bring up about a 3rd and
It's going
5.
to be third down and 5.
Third down and 5 for the Highlanders, a more manageable down in distance with 5:23 remaining in the half.
With about 5 minutes remaining in this half, you got to start thinking, is this 4-down territory for the Highlanders?
Two receivers at the bottom of the screen, single receiver at the top. The give is to Philemon. He bounces it around, comes to the outside. He needs a block there to get the corner. He breaks the tackle to get the corner, and he gets the Highlander first down.
Nice run there by Philemon, Todd. Able to find the edge, and it looked like he was going to be stopped. early, but breaking through tackles, showcasing that strength and speed, and picking up the first down for the Highlanders.
Yeah, I thought he needed a block there at the corner from the wide receiver, but he just broke through the tackle after a chip, kind of a soft block. Not a bad block in any way, but the defender was able to get to him. Got just enough of him, though.
4:50 remaining in the half.
Highlander first down here.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, don't forget to visit the concession stand at halftime. Please support the class of 2022.
Highlanders have trips at the top of the screen. Francois is the receiver at the bottom. A blitz looks like it's coming, and it does. Slattery gets it out to Lewis to the far side. He makes one man miss. There's two Golden Tornadoes that have spun by, and he is brought down at the 29.
Yep, nice positive yardage there on the first play for the Highlanders. Lewis, again, making guys miss there and picking up a couple of yards in that play.
We talked about it right before this possession. We wanted to see Ginsley Lewis get his hands on the ball. We wanted to see him with some open field. He's found a little bit of open field, and he's made more open field for himself.
Get it into the hands of your playmakers. That's what we keep stressing. We talked about it last week, and here this week we're seeing them get that ball into Lewis's hands, into Francois, and we saw Beak early on as well.
So a second down now and 7 for the Highlanders from the Malden 29-yard line. Lewis in motion. He gets it on the jet sweep. He pushes it back to the middle again, but this time he bounces it around to the outside. He's got to run north-south, kid.
Can't go east to west there, yep. If not, you're in trouble, and that's exactly what's happened for Lewis. He thought he was going to be able to get around. The Golden Tornado defense had other plans for him there.
Yeah, the open field we want to see for him is in front of him, not behind him. So third down and 9 after the loss of 2. Something the Highlanders have seen, though, on the jet sweep defensively from Malden makes them think there's something up the middle there, up the gut. We've seen Lewis cut that up the gut twice now. So a big third down here for the Highlanders. This is 4 down territory. So they trail by 7, 3:15 remaining in the half. Slattery back to pass. Slant into the middle, gets it to Francois. He gets the first down across the 20 to the 18-yard line.
That was a great job there by Slattery. He knew he was going to have the slant open. He went right to that side right away, and Francois able to haul it in, and it's a Highlander first down.
Yeah, nice route there by Francois. He was able to just settle right in there, found a nice open spot, and Slattery, great timing and aim to get it right into the numbers.
Yep, they found the nice soft spot in the defense there. He sat, got the pass, and pick up the first down.
First down and 10 for the Highlanders
It's
from
first and 10 for
Malden 18.
With the ball on the Malden 18-yard line.
Slattery now coming in. He's got the play. We're going to have a timeout taken by the Highlanders. A little lengthy time there trying to get the play in. 2:33, I should say, remaining in the half.
Yep, 2:33 remaining in the half, and I was about to say, they have all the time that they want in the world. They don't want to get the Golden Tornadoes the ball back with too much time in the first half remaining, so they're definitely going to take their time here, but surprise timeout. Looked like they weren't too organized there, and it's going to be the final timeout for the Highlanders.
Somerville takes their third and final timeout of the half.
The final timeout for the Highlanders of the half. 2:33 remaining in the half. Highlanders trailing 7-0 as Malden was able to get the first points earlier here in this quarter as they had an excellent drive, and now the Highlanders have taken the ball off that kickoff and they've driven down the field with their own excellent drive looking to answer back.
Yep, and similar drive, right? They were able to get the run going, set up the run, but also those passes were crucial, especially this previous pass here that they were able to get to Francois.
The pass to Francois, one of the first times that they've been able to throw the ball downfield as opposed to throwing a quick out or a quick screen, which is great as if they're able to do that further throughout this game.
We'd love to see the Highlander offense continue to do that, continue to find the soft spot in the defense and make those passes.
Just looking at it, Fidini Francois, number 11, when he's matched up against number 17, who's on the far side of the field right now, who's Eddy, Eddy is a very, very diminutive player. He's not very tall, so a good opportunity there for Francois' athleticism or as well for Pereira's athleticism to win the day. As they hand off to the interior there to Philemon, the blitz was coming from the near side.
Orlinski
Philemon gets about 2 yards there. The hat popped off again.
Again, yeah. I think Philemon needs to do a better job screwing that on there tighter.
Tighten up that chin strap, my friend.
In the half.
Clock runs, 2:20 remaining in the half as Slattery has the play. Highlanders have 2 receivers at the top of the screen. 1 at the bottom is Francois. It's Lewis in motion. Slattery back to pass. Good protection. Now it's breaking down as he's trying to find somebody, and he's brought down and sacked for a loss of 3 yards.
Slattery on the quarterback.
Yeah, that was a tough play there for Slattery. He was looking for an open receiver, trying to get outside. It looked like for a second he had someone open, but it was a nice job by the Golden Tornadoes, able to recover, get in the backfield, and take Slattery down.
Yeah, DeSimone with the tackle there.
It's going to be 3rd down and 12 for Somerville.
One of the tri-captains for the Golden Tornadoes. So a 3rd down now and 12 for the Highlanders. Minute 25 left, clock is running. Highlanders have no timeouts to stop it, trailing by 7. Definite 4-down territory here.
Definitely.
2 receivers at the top, 1 to the bottom is Francois. Now Lewis will motion out to the slot. Looking towards Lewis, they will throw it out to him. He's double covered out there. He gets rid of one guy, gets rid of a second. Now he tries to find a block, but he can't get anywhere there. And that's going to be a loss of 3 yards there. Malden had that defended very, very well.
Very well defended there by the Golden Tornadoes. Lewis did all he could, made a couple players miss, but there was just the blocking wasn't set up there.
He's tackled on the play.
Clock continues to run. 40 seconds remaining
By number
in
42,
the half.
James
Highlanders trailing
Hippolyte.
7-0.
It's a loss on the play. It's going to be 4th down and 16 for Somerville.
And let's see here. Francois
With the
will
ball
be
on the
back.
Malden 24.
Looking for all the world like he was going to punt for a second there, but now they're
20
resetting
seconds
it.
remaining in the half.
Only
20
about 20
seconds
seconds
left.
remaining. They're definitely going to take a shot in the end zone here, Todd.
4th
Final
down
play, most
for
likely.
the Highlanders, looking for that deep shot here. As Slattery's back, he's rolling to the right, looking for somebody downfield, and that is incomplete. With 5 seconds left, the Golden Tornadoes will take
Intended for
over
number
on
22,
downs.
Edgar Lopez.
Very well defended there for the Golden Tornadoes, and they got the stop and they kept the Highlanders out of the end zone.
So 5 seconds remaining here in the
That's a
half. Let's see
turnover
if
on
Malden
downs.
wants to do anything
Malden
with
will
it.
take over 1st and 10 with the ball on their own
They
24.
have the 7-0 lead, only
With
5
5 seconds
ticks
remaining in
remaining
the
on the
half.
clock. We'll see if they take the knee or decide to try to jump out here. Malden will be receiving the kickoff in, or I should say at the beginning of the second half.
And with the athletes that the Golden Tornadoes have, we highlighted one of number 80, big number 84 there for the Golden Tornadoes, Vargas Cardoso. Wouldn't be surprised if they throw a Hail Mary here to him.
Cardoso, top of the screen, number 84, young sophomore. Rodriguez back, he looks over the middle. That is picked off by the Highlanders
Rodriguez
as
is
Philemon
down.
has it,
He's
and he's
intercepted.
going down the sideline out of bounds, and time
By
has
number
expired.
12, Orlinski
Boy, I'll tell you,
Philemon.
if there was any Highlander you
That
wanted to
play
pick
led
off
the
that
first
ball and
half.
have a chance for the
The
pick
team
six,
headed to
it
the
was
locker room
Orlinski
to
Philemon,
score.
but unfortunately knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, Philemon just ran out of room to run there, but a great job picking that one off. Able to stop anything from happening on that play.
Yeah, he cut right in front of that pass. An excellent job by Orlinski Philemon. So a turnover there. The interception for the Highlanders ends the half. Unfortunately, the Highlanders trail 7-0 at the end of the first half here from MacDonald Stadium. You are watching Somerville Highlander football on Somerville Ed TV. We are back at MacDonald Stadium, where your Highlanders trail the Golden Tornadoes of Malden by the score of 7-0. We are moving into the second half of play. I'm Todd Harmon alongside Eddy Maldonado here with Highlander football on Ed TV. Highlanders will be kicking off here to open out the second half, Eddy. So what does that defense need to do to adjust to what they saw in the first half from Malden?
The biggest adjustment, I believe, Todd, for the defense is to adjust to that check down. We saw a lot of Solorzano for the Golden Tornadoes. He was able to make some plays, and we also saw McGuffey make some plays. But I think the biggest thing is the check down there for the defense. able to control that and stop any positive yardage there.
Solorzano, of course, has the lone touchdown of the game as he caught a 10-yard touchdown pass on one of those situations where he came out of the offensive backfield as a check down and received the touchdown pass there.
That seemed to be where he was doing most of his damage, and we saw it on that one drive. He had about 4 catches and ended up with a touchdown.
Back deep for Malden, number 44, Sam Solorzano.
Solorzano back deep for the Golden Tornadoes to receive this kickoff. As Luca Vallen's about to kick this one away for the Highlanders.
Number 19, Luca.
We will have second half action here on Ed TV as that one bounces. We got whistles all over the field.
Flag on the play.
It's going to be probably, it looks like an offsides, location of an offsides.
Yeah, but it looks like the call is probably going to be offsides on the Highlanders, if I had to guess here.
Yep, motion on the Highlanders. Off the kickoff. We had talked about in the first half, Eddie, how the Highlanders were playing a little cleaner, less penalties, things like that, and then we open out the second half like this. Don't really like that very much, but it's only 5 yards.
Yeah, I think we might have jinxed them there. We were talking about compared to the week prior, they were doing a great job. They really cleaned things up, and Golden Tornadoes had more penalties on the first half than the Highlanders did.
Yep. So we will redo the opening of the second half. Kickoff here, backed up 5 yards, back from their own 35 now. Luca Valens kicks this one away.
Great kick there.
Excellent kick as Evan Go. And Go will go down the sideline there. Not their main returner. They chose him to kick the ball to because Solorzano has been so effective.
Evan No on the return.
Evan No does a great job on that return as he picks up some nice yardage and sets up a decent field position at their own 29.
Yep, decent field position there for Malden, and he had a glimpse. It looked like for a second he was about to break it there, so nice job closing the gap by the Highlanders quickly before he made a little more damage there.
So the Highlanders looking at this Malden offense. Solorzano coming out of the backfield, number 44, has been very effective receiving the ball. Izari, number 17, has been very effective running the ball. And a timeout's going to be taken immediately by the Highlanders. So they're going to use their first timeout of the second half before any play from scrimmage has occurred here in the second half.
Yeah, as a coach, it's probably not where you want to use your timeout, but really left with no choice there. It seemed like they didn't have the right personnel on the field, so definitely want to make sure you get set up against this Golden Tornado offense.
Yeah, well, we were talking, Eddie, we were talking about the Golden Tornado offense and Solorzano, how effective he's been, and I was marking my way towards Nick McGuffey, number 9, who was a very, very effective wide receiver, and then it seemed once the Highlanders adjusted to trying to cover him, that's when Solorzano became the problem out of the backfield.
Yep, when the Highlander defense had made their adjustments, the Malden offense made their adjustments as well, and that was their check down there.
The old saw goes, it is a game of adjustments.
Yep.
Now the Highlanders have the correct personnel out onto the field. Rodriguez still at quarterback for the Golden Tornadoes. He has 2 receivers at the top of the screen. He'll look out there. Oh, and that is a big hit by the Highlanders. Trying to see who made that hit.
It looked like number 20 there for the Highlanders. Todd with a great hit stick.
Fantastic hit. 21, actually, I believe it was. It was Jeremiah Ellie driving in and making that hit.
Read the play beautifully. He knew exactly what was going to happen on that play and came in and made
Rodriguez's pass complete. End of the play results in a loss of 5 yards.
Second down and 15 now.
15.
So the Highlanders very aggressive defensively on that play. Second and long here for the Golden Tornadoes.
Got to be careful with the draw here.
And there is that draw play as Izari, he's got room to roam through the middle as he breaks one tackle, breaks another tackle. You got to wrap him up, Highlanders, and he's going to go all the way instead as the Golden Tornadoes get the touchdown. They're looking for a flag on the field, and I see one at midfield.
Flag right at midfield. Not sure what the call is going to be here. Could be against the offense for a crack block here.
That is going to go against Malden.
Penalty is against Malden.
So the illegal block is Azari's run will come back. Highlander down on the field right now is number 21, Jeremiah Eddy. He's up and getting helped off the field as we speak. So this one's going to come back. Last week, of course, we saw Lynn Classical had two different long touchdowns come back for penalties. Didn't end up ultimately helping the Highlanders, but this could be very helpful for them.
Yeah, that touchdown taken off the board, and that was a great run there, and a nice job offensively for the Golden Tornadoes. Just one mistake by one player. That changes this entire drive.
No doubt about it. One mistake by one player can back this up, as it does, back into Golden Tornado territory. Editorially on that run, the Highlander defense needs to wrap up with their arms because somebody tried to tackle him just with his shoulder pads and has already bounced right off of it.
Yep, and you can see on the sideline, coaches were not happy about that. No coach likes any arm tackle, so they want to get rid of that the rest of the game.
So first down and 10 now for the Golden Tornadoes at their own 44-yard line. Rodriguez gives it off this time.
Again.
Another difficult run here as he gets across midfield down to the 41-yard line. First down.
Michaela Belize, the ball carrier.
And it was Michaela Belize there on the run for the Golden Tornadoes.
I was trying to find him on my list.
Back-to-back runs for him there. And we didn't see too much of Belize in the first half, really.
Right.
He wasn't the primary runner. It was Azari running the ball here. But now, back-to-back plays, he's looking good so far.
Absolutely. Azari, of course, had that huge touchdown run called back, so he was probably getting a breather on the sideline. Rodriguez will give it away. Nope, this time he pulls it out. Slant across the middle, looking once again for Solozano, but through his hands.
Yeah, maybe a little too much zip there from Rodriguez. It was a good pass. He had Solozano open, but went right through his hands there.
With the ball in the Somerville 41-yard line
for the Golden Tornadoes.
And you can see what the Golden Tornadoes are trying to do, running the ball effectively with Belize and then going to that play action.
Just over 10 minutes left in the quarter. Highlanders trailing by 7. Golden Tornadoes have it in Highlander territory, 2nd and 10 now. As Rodriguez hands that one off once again. Belize has it. Cross the 40 down to the 38-yard line.
Was the ball carrier.
So Belize able to get some yardage there, but a good job by the Highlanders as Orlinski Philemon involved on that tackle.
Third down and 9
Third
for
down and
Malden.
9 now after the gain of 1 for the Golden Tornadoes.
Yeah, Belize really effective on this drive. Let's see if they go for him here on the 3rd and long. If I had to guess, it's probably going to be a pass.
And they're going to roll Rodriguez to the near side. He turns around, puts it up a little too high as they were trying to get it to Gabriel Cardoso. Cardoso 6'4". It's hard to get it up above him, but he threw it out of his reach up above him.
Yeah, and that's the second time on that drive there. Rodriguez just a little too much, got a little too high on his receiver, a little too excited maybe. And now we have a 4th down decision here for the Golden Tornadoes.
Ball is at the Highlander 40-yard line. Looking to see whether I see Juarez out there, number 23, but I do not.
It doesn't look like they're
still
punting
out
here.
there as well, number 84. So they are going to go for it here. They've got Cardoso as the lone receiver at the top of the screen. And they're going to roll it back out here to the near side just like last time. And they had Solazaro underneath going the opposite run of the play. He was working against the grain. He was wide open, and it was out of his hands, in and out.
That was the play that the Golden Tornadoes definitely wanted to set up, going back to Solozano and just not able to haul it in there, maybe a little too excited. He saw all that grain in front of him and just dropped the ball there.
No doubt about it. So the Highlanders will get the ball first
Gonna
down
be
and
first
10.
and
Good
10
field
for
position as
Somerville
well.
with the ball
Highlanders
on their
catch a
own
break
40.
there. Now here comes the offense, and what you want the Highlander offense to do is continue to build on the momentum that they previously were able to build upon, but they're just not able to finish drives yet. And so you want to see them be able to come in and finish this drive here.
Well, and there was 10 to 15 seconds there where the Golden Tornadoes firmly believed they were ahead 14-0.
Yep.
And if the Highlanders are able to come back here and get this into the end zone and make it 7-7, that's going to be a turnaround that's really going to affect the Golden Tornadoes.
Yep, just like it's a game of adjustments, it's also a game of momentum, and the momentum could be swinging here.
And there's Lewis as he's going to take this one to the outside on the jet sweep. He's got a block. He breaks through one tackle across midfield down to the 47-yard line. That is a Highlander first down.
Lewis taking advantage of his speed
That
there,
play results
getting
in the
outside
Somerville first
and getting
down.
around the Golden Tornado defense. So great job.
Yeah, he'd been cutting that one into the middle throughout the first half. We were trying to figure out exactly why that was going on, but they adjusted it now. He's running it out here to the near side, trying to get the corner, and he was able to that time.
Yep, and that could be one of the adjustments the Highlanders on offense make. Let's attack the outside more.
First down and 10 now from the 48. Once again, Lewis, he will cut that one up to the inside. Golden Tornadoes did a very nice job on the, I believe it was the far side linebacker stepping up and cutting off the jet sweep.
Yep, there's nothing doing there for the Highlanders. A good job by the Golden Tornado defense sticking to their assignment and just not leaving any room at
With the
all.
ball on the Malden
So
48
no
yard
gain
line.
there for Lewis. Goes to second down and 10 for the Highlanders. About 8 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Highlanders trailing by a touchdown. Two receivers at the top, single receiver at the bottom is Eddy. Slattery back to pass, gets it out, and incomplete as he tried to get it to Beak.
Yep.
And they're going to say it was a
fumble. They're going to say it was a backward.
It was a lateral.
Yep.
That is a lateral fumble recovery by the Golden Tornadoes.
And guess who was there, Todd? Solorzano there for the Golden Tornadoes. So making up for that drop pass on offense, able to use his smarts here, pick up the ball, and get a touchdown for the Golden Tornadoes.
Absolutely. Solorzano using the head.
Yep.
Excellent job. His second touchdown of the game as he gets the fumble recovery, takes it 40 yards for the Golden Tornado touchdown. As we were right in line with that one.
Yep, it was.
I couldn't tell. It looked like it could. I'm not going to argue with the fact with the ref's call. I have to admit, it looked like it could have been a lateral.
Yeah,
Number
looking at it
23,
live,
Ronald
it could go
Juarez
either way. I
on
was
for
on
the
the fence
extra
with it as
point
well,
for
Todd. I
Malden.
thought maybe a forward pass, but the ref, you can't argue with him there. What he saw on the field at field level looked like it was a backwards pass to him. Nice job by Malden there, picking it up and getting the touchdown.
Yeah, headsy play there by Solorzano. So, 13-0 pending the extra point here. Not at all the way the Highlanders wanted this third quarter to go with 7:49 remaining in it. Ronald Juarez on for the kick. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up, and it is good.
Juarez extra point is good. As the teams come back upfield, your Golden Tornadoes 14.
Malden leading now
Highlanders
14-0 with 7:49 remaining in the third quarter. Plenty of time for the Highlanders offense to get untracked and get things going, but they're going to have to start getting things going pretty soon.
Yeah, still plenty of time for the Highlanders, like you mentioned, Todd, but they really need to get moving quicker on offense there. We saw towards the end of the second half where they wasted a lot of the clock, but they came away with 0 points. So they want to move a little bit quicker here and find the end zone. One thing to note as well on that previous drive is that's why you play to the end of the whistle, right? Good job, heads-up play by Solorzano, not hearing the whistle there, picked it up and found the back.
Took it all in.
Yep.
Absolutely. Took it right in for the touchdown. Solorzano's second touchdown of the game, so he's got a defensive touchdown as well as an offensive touchdown. So an excellent game for him tonight so far.
Number 23, Ronald Juarez, the
on
kick.
to kick this one away to the Highlanders. Francois and Lewis will be deep for the Highlanders.
Back deep for Somerville, number 11.
And I bet the Highlanders would love a big kick return here by one of their playmakers. We have
Number
Francois and
4,
Lewis back
Ginsley
there to return.
Lewis.
Lewis and Francois had a quick meeting there in between the hashes, figuring out what they might do here. Juarez, an excellent kicker, so we know he's going to get it down probably inside the 10. With the kick, it will be fielded at the 10 by Lewis. He goes to the outside. He's got some room out there, cuts it back to the inside and stumbles and falls as he gets across the 25 to the 26-yard line. Had something going there for a moment, and a Golden Tornado down on the field.
And it looked like for a moment on that play there that Lewis was going to once again find the outside, but good job, great recovery there by the kickoff team for the Golden Tornadoes.
I believe that's number 31, Andrew Lewis, down for the Golden Tornadoes. She's getting checked out. It's 21?
It could be number 2, it looks like there for the Golden Tornadoes.
23?
So, yep, could be Oswaldo Rodriguez.
32.
Oh,
32, we are receiving that information. So that would be Hernandez Flores.
10, with the ball on their own 28.
So they will continue to check him out. We'll talk about the Highlander offense and what they've got to do, Eddie, as they get the ball back down 14-0 now, as they're going to have it at their own 28-yard line.
Yep.
So we've seen the Highlanders be able to move the ball, but like you talked about that last drive, they've not been able to finish those drives.
They can move the ball. We know that for certain, Todd. But what they need to do is sort of go back to what was working for them. We saw the quick passes early on in that first drive. We saw Beak get a lot of action, and then we saw them go to Lewis a lot. So try that again. Get it to your playmakers, attack the outside, and get upfield.
Hernandez Flores off the field with a little aid there. He is now down on the bench being checked out by the trainer. As you heard the applause as he came off the field. 7:40 remaining in the third quarter. Highlanders trailing by 14. They have 4 receivers, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Slattery gets it to Francois. Francois has a block. He's got room. He's got speed, and he has an open field in front of him for the Highlander touchdown.
Great job there by Francois. We were just talking about it. Just get the ball into the hands of your playmakers. Good things can happen. Francois showing it right there. Getting outside, attacking the edge, and finding the end zone.
Get the playmakers the ball and get them somebody in front to block. That's exactly what we saw. Fadindi Francois finishes that off with his speed, and it was just, he just hit an extra gear there at about the 40-yard line and left everybody in his dust.
That's exactly what the doctor ordered for the Highlanders. That's what they needed right there, and hopefully that'll put a jolt into this team, into this offense, into the defense, and good things will come from this.
Absolutely huge 74-yard, 75-yard pass reception there by Fadindi Francois for the touchdown.
Number 19, Luca Alcaraz-Valens on for the extra point.
Luca Valens on for the extra point, but it is blocked by Malden.
No good.
So no good on the extra point, so the Highlanders will trail by 8 as opposed to 7, 14-6 with 7:28 remaining in the second, or I should say in the third quarter.
And that was a kick that the Highlanders needed there.
Highlander cheerleaders running the banner there, getting that opportunity after the touchdown. That was a heck of a play, and it's exactly what the doctor ordered for the Highlanders.
Yeah, great job again by Francois there, just making things happen with his legs.
I think Beak was out there blocking for him. Philemon also had gone out there blocking from his position in the backfield. Just as they drew it up and how they wanted it to happen. So the Highlanders right back in this game, trailing by 8. Now it's time for the Highlander defense to step back up and see what they can do. They've been very successful against the Golden Tornadoes. The Golden Tornadoes have gotten, I should say, 1 touchdown offensively. Their second touchdown came from the defensive side of the ball.
Alcaraz-Valens to kick for Somerville. Back deep for Malden, number 44, Sam Salazano. And number 7, Evan No.
Evan No had a nice return last time. The Highlanders were able to shut him down after that game. Valens kicked it specifically to no because we know how dangerous Solorzano can be, and this once again goes to no. Drops it on the ground at the 20, picks it back up, gets about 4 yards, and is taken to the ground.
Malden will
As
start
Fidini
first and 10
Francois
with the
was
ball
the
on
first
their
one
own
down the
25.
field to him.
Yep, Francois involved in that tackle, and Beak also showing up as well. So nicely done there by the special teams of the Highlanders.
Golden Tornadoes will have it at the 25-yard line to start this drive, leading by 8. Quick strike there by the Highlander offense leaves plenty of time on the clock. Jordan Rodriguez, the quarterback for the Golden Tornadoes. It's 2 receivers at the top. Play action
deep
fake,
here.
wide open downfield as Francois is trying to bring him down. Nobody was covering him. Just left the coverage to nobody there across there. Francois did a great job coming back to get McGuffey.
Yeah, it looked like McGuffey might have been gone there, and Francois able to recover. So you got to give him credit for possibly a touchdown save and tackle.
No doubt about that. Francois with a great job saving that touchdown as the pass was thrown out to a wide open McGuffey. We talked about how McGuffey was so important early in this game, and they'd kind of gone away from him, but they went right back to him on that play.
There it is again, yep.
First down and 10 now. The give into the inside to Belize as he gets it up the middle for a gain of about 7, it looks like. Another draw play type situation there. They're using the draw quite effectively as their baseline run play.
Yep, exactly what the Golden Tornadoes like to do. They get that big play, they get the pass going, and then draw play to keep the Highlander defense, keep them on their toes there.
The ball carrier.
Second down and 3 now after that
The gain
7-yard
is 7.
gain
It's going to be second
on
down and
first
3
down.
for Malden.
They have it at the Highlander 25-yard line, leading by 8 with 6:20 remaining in the third quarter. Rodriguez, low snap, able to handle it. He will be pressured. It looked like a possible quarterback keeper or roll
Rodriguez,
to the
the ball
near side.
carrier.
Instead, he found pressure there, had to reverse it the other direction and try to tuck it and run. Gains almost to the first down marker. We'll see where they do mark it. They will give him the first down at the 22-yard line. So first down for the Golden Tornadoes as they continue this drive.
Yeah, and it looked like on that play there that number 10, Jordan Rodriguez, got a little banged up as he was making his way to the sideline. And now we're going to have a timeout by Malden.
Timeout, Malden.
Malden
Malden
takes the
calls their
timeout.
first timeout of the second half.
Rodriguez has been very, very good as the trigger man as he's used the multiple facets that this offense has to great effect.
Rodriguez's quarterback
play-
keeper results in a Golden
With their
Tornado
play
first
call,
down.
so that would be very dangerous or very bad for the Golden Tornadoes if Rodriguez is not able to continue playing. We'll see. It looks like nobody else is warming or anything, so he should be all right, I believe.
Actually, it looks like over here
Oh,
to
yep, you're right.
the bench, on the far side of the bench. It looks like they're attending to Rodriguez there. So it would be a key loss for the Golden Tornadoes, and interesting to see where they go from here and who steps in at quarterback.
Let's see who they're going to put there. Number 3, I believe. Sean Bartholomew.
Yep, it looks like at the moment Bartholomew is going to come in for the Golden Tornadoes under center here or in shotgun.
Now in the quarterback for Malden, number 3, Sean Bartholomew.
So Bartholomew in for the Golden Tornadoes. He's a senior, 5'10", 151 pounds. They give. Oh, and
We
that's
got a fumble there.
That ball is on the ground, and the Highlanders are looking to get on it. They were on it for a second. It squirted back out. We'll see who comes out with it at the bottom of this pile.
And it looked like the Highlanders were able to get right back on it. So this should be
There's a fumble
Highlander
on the
football. Let's
play.
wait for the officials here.
That is going to be.
The fumble is recovered by Somerville.
Yes, it is.
What a turn of events there, Todd. It looked like the Golden Tornadoes were gaining momentum, about to go into the end zone again. But a fumble there. Lees
Yeah.
was not able to hold on to the ball.
He got hit extremely hard on that play, was not able to hold on to it, and then the Highlander is able to rally to the ball. Excellent play there, as it was Tenzin Gaysar, one of the tri-captains for the Highlanders, making that hit. 5:53 remaining here in the quarter, I should say, and the Highlanders have the ball back after a huge turnover. That's their second turnover that they've caused tonight.
Yeah, great job by Gaze. Are able to just punch that ball out and it went flying and then make the recovery. And
Go ahead.
It was quite the turn of events there, or that series there for the Golden Tornadoes. It looked like they were marching down the field, and then you had apparent injury to their quarterback, Jordan Rodriguez. And then you have Bartholomew come in. It's going to be a handoff. Makes you think maybe if Rodriguez was in, that might have not been the play call.
That's a good point. Excellent point, as a matter of fact.
Second
timeout of the second half.
They have one remaining.
So they have one timeout remaining. Malden has taken one of their timeouts. They have 2 timeouts remaining. So with 5:53 remaining in the third quarter, the Highlanders with 1 timeout remaining, and the Golden Tornadoes with 2 timeouts remaining. You can see the crowd here at MacDonald Stadium. Out for a nice Friday night. Enjoying some football here in Malden.
It was a beautiful football weather, I would say, today, Todd. Definitely.
It really is. It's not too chilly at all, but there's just that little touch of a chill in the air where you know the fall is approaching.
Yep, fall is in the air. You know, football is back. It's great to see.
No doubt about it. Highlanders trailing by 8 here, 6-14. 5:53 remaining in the third quarter. Highlanders just forced a fumble and got the recovery, so we'll see what the offense can do. Aiden Slattery at the quarterback position has 2 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. The give is to Lewis, so he tries to find a blocker. Good patient running there, but no hold developed.
Number 4, Ginsley Lewis, the ball carrier.
Looks like maybe a gain of a yard there,
A
so we're
loss
going
of 1.
And the Highlanders have rarely had Lewis involved in this game.
Second down
They're
and
coming in,
9.
their game plan might have been, let's just get Lewis the ball. This time, instead of being out wide as a wide receiver, he was in the backfield as a running back there.
Second down and 9 for the Highlanders as Slattery comes on with the play. Pereira's the receiver on the near side. 2 receivers on the far. And the give once again to Lewis as he tries to come to the near side. Break through that B gap over there. Get probably about 4 yards on the play. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 4 for the Highlanders from the 25.
The ball carrier.
Yep, back-to-back runs by Lewis there for the Highlanders offense.
3rd down and 5.
3rd and 4, we'll call it. And it looks like, will the Highlanders go for a 3rd run here with Lewis again?
He has been effective running the ball for the Highlanders. Of course, Francois, the receiver of the touchdown, is at the top of the screen, out wide. Actually, I'm sorry, Francois is on the near side. The give is the interior, though, as they give it to Philemon. Nothing doing there. The Golden Tornadoes have done a great job defensively to fill that interior and keep Philemon under control.
Yep, we know Philemon loves to run right up the middle, right up into the A gap, and the Golden Tornadoes do a good job closing the gap quickly, not giving them a chance to break anything there.
Gain of 1.
Tough decision here for the Highlanders. Looks like they're going to go for it, though. 4th down and a long.
The ball on their own 27.
Yep, and Coach Fenton being aggressive here, understanding that they're down 8 in the third quarter here with about 3:45 left to play. So
have the ball at the 27. The line to make is the 29. 1 running back in the backfield with Slattery. That is Philemon. 3 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. Slattery gets the snap. It is out to Lewis. He's got enough for the 1st down on that little flat pass with the blocks. Excellent job there. Great play call.
Yeah, and a great block there. I believe it was number 6, Beak, making the block there. Nicely done. Getting just enough room for Lewis to get there and pick up the 1st down.
Beak's done a nice job. He was a receiver early in the game, but he's done a great job blocking. As also he helped to get Fedini Francois free on that huge touchdown pass as well.
Yep. Coach Fenton taking a risk there on 4th down. Backed up in their own territory, and it paid off there.
Yeah, they get the 1st down, so it's 1st down and 10 now, and there's Philemon with it again. He bounces around, makes a few of the Golden Tornadoes spin past him, but then they're able to bring him down. No gain there for the Highlanders.
Yep, once again, Golden Tornadoes knew it was coming, closed the gap there, and left no room to run.
Philemon, the ball carrier. No gain on the play.
2:40 remaining in the second half.
As we see the Somerville High School cheerleaders getting together there with the Malden Golden Tornadoes cheerleaders as well.
Second down and 10 now for the Highlanders. 2:20 remaining in the quarter. Lewis in motion to the near side. And we're going to get a motion
Flags on the
penalty,
play.
is what probably it is. I thought I saw somebody shifting. Yep, that is the signal. And that is the call. So the Highlanders will back up
Penalty is
5
against
yards,
Somerville.
bringing up a
False
second down
start.
and 15.
5-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
Got some pictures going on with
Second
the
down and 15
Malden
for
and
Somerville.
Highlander cheerleaders. It's just great to see everybody out having a great time at a football game. It's been a long time.
Definitely, certainly been a long time, Todd. It's great to see, just like you said there.
So a big second down here for the Highlanders in 15. So 2 receivers to the near side. Slattery looking for the slant. He's got Francois, I should say.
Slattery's pass
As
complete.
Francois unable to break away from the tackle, but did a nice job holding on to the ball as he gets it up to the 39-yard line, bringing up a third
Number
and
11.
5.
And a nice throw there by Slattery. It looked like he had pressure coming right into his face and able to complete that. Just get it past the defender there and a nice grab for some positive yardage.
Yeah, Aiden did
Gonna
a
be
nice
third
job with
down
that
and
pressure
4
right
for
in
Somerville.
his face. Minute 25
Ball
remaining in the
their own
quarter.
39.
Highlanders looking for a big first down here, third down and 5. Slattery gets the snap, looks out to the far side, gets it to Francois.
There he
He's
goes
got
again.
room to roam. He gets tackled by the last man as he gets across the 45-yard line. Excellent job and a touchdown saving tackle there. I did not see who made that play for Malden. I would not be shocked, by the way, if it was Solorzano, just because he's done everything else tonight.
That's right,
But,
yep.
Slattery's pass
but
complete to number 4.
first down for the Highlanders, and you see how close
Inslee Lewis.
Francois
That play
is
is
to
good
breaking
for
another one.
Somerville first down.
Yep, Francois has that breakaway ability, and I think the Golden Tornadoes need to continue to pay attention here.
As this is to Philemon up the middle, he makes one man miss with the
Number
stutter
12
step,
will Lindsey
powers
Philemon, the
forward
ball carrier.
for a gain of about 5, I believe, on the play. You're going to give him 4 on it, actually. So it brings
The gain
up
of 4 is going to be
second down and 6.
for Somerville.
30 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Highlanders, of course, trailing by 8, 14-6.
And a good drive so far for the Highlanders, similar to drives that we've seen, previously. They're able to move the ball, get into Golden Tornado territory. Now it's about finishing this drive and able to get into the end zone.
They have struggled to finish the long drives that they've been able to achieve, as they're going to let the clock run down to the end of the quarter. So we will move to the fourth quarter as
That's
the
gonna bring us to the
Highlanders
end of the
trail
third quarter.
the Golden Tornadoes of Malden by the score of 14-6.
Your score,
Going back to what you
the end of
were just
3.
talking about, Eddie, the
Your
Highlanders
Malden High School Golden
have
Tornadoes
had
14.
very good drives. They've driven the ball
Somerville
down
Highlanders
into Malden
6.
territory multiple times tonight, but they've had difficulty closing. Their one touchdown came on a huge play where it was the first play of the drive itself. So they need that consistency, and they've got to finish off these
Definitely,
drives.
they got to finish the drive here, especially if they want to have a chance to win, right? They definitely got to find the back of the end zone here and then possibly go for 2 and tie this thing up.
Absolutely, no doubt about that. As Malden able, on that extra point, they were able to get in easily to block that kick by Valens. So an excellent point that they would probably go for 2 if they're able to push this one in. They have it in Malden territory across the 50 at the 39-yard line. It will be 2nd and 6 for the Highlanders.
And on the flip side there, for the Golden Tornadoes defensively, we've seen them have that sort of bend, don't break philosophy, right? Highlanders putting pressure, able to get into Malden territory, but the defense being able to hold strong on most occasions.
Eddy Francois has been the big hit weapon for the Highlanders, as he has the Highlander touchdown on a long 70-yard touchdown pass reception. But Ginsley Lewis has been the lunch pail man working all day for the Highlanders in the trenches. 2nd and 6. Give is to Lewis as he goes back into the trenches yet again. Looks like maybe he'll lean forward for a yard there, bringing up a 3rd down and 5 for the Highlanders.
Lewis getting all the touches again. Now as a running back, we saw him lined up as a receiver for most of the first half. Now they have him here in the backfield, just handing it off to him.
Slattery has the play. As now we've got trip receivers at the top, Philemon in the backfield with Slattery. They like to throw to Lewis in this situation. Instead, they're going to go to Francois. Almost picked off. What?
Not sure what was going on there. I think Francois wanted to throw it back like a lateral.
It wasn't a lateral. Did he? Oh, it didn't look like he caught the ball for a second there. I thought maybe. It was an incomplete pass, but they're going to give him a completion. I must have missed that somehow. Maybe a body in the way.
It looked like similar to the pass drive. They were going to call that a backwards pass there, so it might have been possibly a fumble. Just was able to pick it up because I believe you're right, Todd. I don't think he completed the catch.
Right.
So they're going to count that as a fumble possibly, and then a recovery.
I guess it looked for all the world to me that was not a lateral, whereas the defensive touchdown for Malden was more of a gray area. But no, either way, it does not matter. It brings up 4th down and 7 for the Highlanders. Big 4th down in Malden territory. 10:25 remaining in the game. Highlanders trailing by 8. Slattery gets the snap. Takes the handoff. He's rolling to the right. He has pressure. He gets away from it. Downfield, he looks, and it's incomplete. Incomplete.
Slattery's pass incomplete.
As I believe that was Ellie out there.
Number 21, Jeremiah Ellie.
Jeremiah Ellie was wide open and let it go through his hands.
At the turnover
So
on
10,
downs,
11
Malden will
remaining
start
in the
first
game.
and
The
10.
Highlanders turn it over on downs.
With the ball
Still
on
having
their own
difficulty finishing drives.
Yeah, definitely. And there,
11
Slattery
remaining
was
in the
able to
fourth
escape the
quarter.
pressure, able to collect himself and get the ball deep to Ellie. It looked like for a second Ellie was open. Not sure what happened there. Incomplete pass. And now a turnover on downs.
Yep, turnover on downs. Good field position for the Golden Tornadoes. They have it at their own 40-yard line with the 8-point lead. Of course, their starting quarterback, Rodriguez, injured on their last drive. He is back in the game, though. See whether there's any repercussions from that as the give is to Belize up the middle there as he goes 5 yards before being hit, and then the Highlanders push him back. We'll see the set. I believe maybe the
There's a fumble on the play.
The Highlanders are arguing that the ball came out and was recovered by the
we're-
Highlander defense, but I believe the whistle might have been blown
Right.
before the ball came out there.
They
Remains
stopped him at the
Malden's ball,
45-yard
second
line
down.
and turned him back. They may have ripped the ball out, but the whistles were blown after he was forced back from the 45, which is where they're going to mark it. Highlanders, for all the world, thought they had themselves a fumble recovery, but instead it's going to be 2nd and 5 for Malden as the clock rolls with 9:30 remaining in the game.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to call forward progress there. Blown dead. Belize was able to get forward and they called it down. Belize needs to do a better job holding on to the ball there because the Highlanders are coming after him.
Yeah, Belize did fumble the ball earlier in the 3rd quarter as that's a low snack but handled, and Izari back in the game. J.J. Irizarry, I mean.
Number 17, Josh Izari, the ball carrier.
Yep, and we see the change of running back there. Zari's in it.
3rd down and 5 for Malden.
Golden Tornadoes worried about any more turnovers going
Absolutely,
forward. Yep.
absolutely. Belize looks like more of a powerful runner for those interior runs, but he was having a hard time, especially in traffic. You can't have a running back that can't hold on to the ball. So a 3rd down and 5 here for Malden. So they lead by 8. They have trip receivers to the near side, a single receiver to the top of the screen. Rodriguez rolling to the near side, throws it out. It is complete, but stopped at the 50. Let's see where they mark it. A huge hit there as Marvin Joseph came up and dropped the hammer.
Yeah, great stick there by Joseph, making
Brings up
sure that he was going
4th down
nowhere
and
there
1.
and bringing up a
For
4th
Malden,
down
4th
for
down and
Malden.
1.
4th down and 1 for Malden from their own 49-yard line as Marvin Joseph was able to turn that one back with a powerful hit.
Yep. And no hesitation from the Malden sideline here. They're going to go for it. It's a 4th and short. Looks like a 4th and a yard for the Golden Tornadoes.
Yeah, the line to get for the Golden Tornadoes is midfield, is the 50, so it's a short one. They lead by 8. Less than 8 minutes remaining in the game. We have a timeout on the field taken by the Golden Tornadoes as they wanted to see, I think they wanted to see how the Highlanders were going to line up. That's going to be the second timeout used by Malden. So they were able to see what sort of defensive play, or thought, I should say, or set the Highlanders had. Now, of course, if you're the Highlanders, do you change a little bit of the set you're using?
Yeah, that timeout works on both sides, right? Now the Highlanders know, okay, what set did the Golden Tornadoes come out of, and vice versa there. Malden now knows kind of what to expect from the Highlanders as well.
So a 4th down and 1 for the Golden Tornadoes. 7:47 remaining in the game. Highlanders trailing by 8. This is a huge 4th down, as the Highlanders have already used 2 of their timeouts. They have only 1 timeout remaining, so that comes into play as well. Belize has been the more powerful runner on the interior for the Golden Tornadoes. However, Irizarry, I believe, is the one in the game right now, is the running back in the game. And don't forget about Sam Solorzano, who has both touchdowns for the Golden Tornadoes. Number 44, he's offset to the near side in the backfield. Watch him coming out, making a pass
If he comes in motion, they're definitely important to keep an eye on right here.
Rodriguez has it, gives it to Irizarry, and Irizarry gets the first down as he gets across midfield. Good push from the Malden offensive line, got him that first down.
Yep, a good job there by the Golden Tornadoes. Kept it simple, just a run right up the middle, able to get the yard.
Number 17, Josh.
JJ
Irizarry, the ball carrier,
doing the job on that
That
play.
runs good for a Tornado first down.
So Malden will have it first down and 10 across midfield at the Highlander 48. Clock runs with 7:25 remaining in the game.
Still a good amount of time here if the Highlanders can get a stop to get the ball back for their offense.
Irizarry, the running back in the backfield. The give is to him. He does a nice job reading his blocks. Good patient running as he just serpentined his way through there. And gets it down to near the first down marker.
Runs good for 8 yards.
Yeah, great run there by Irizarry, just sort of slowly making his way through that defense and able to pick up almost a first down on that play.
So 2nd down and 1 now for the Golden Tornadoes, content to keep it on the ground with this 8-point lead. Keep the clock rolling as it ticks down to 6:35 remaining in the game. Rodriguez with the give to Irizarry, knifing in, an excellent job by the Highlanders as they're able to get that stop. I didn't quite see who made that stop. I think it may have been Pierre.
No gain on the play.
Yes, Ernest Pierre came knifing in there, and with Ernst Pierre, I should say, knifing in there and getting the job done.
Yeah, it looked like it was a blitz call there from Pierre. I think they seen enough and just knew that the run was coming, so send in Pierre, and a great job there, great stop.
So 3rd down and a short 1 for the Golden Tornadoes. Here's Ari once again in the backfield along with Rodriguez, the offset. And there's a big tackle there as Jeremiah Alley just rips him to the ground.
Out of nowhere there, coming off the edge. Great job. And it's going to bring up a 4th and 2.
Jeremiah
A 4th and a long 2 here for the Golden Tornadoes. They're looking to get it to the Highlander 38-yard line, maybe just short of the 38, looks like where the marker is. 5:30 remaining in the game. Malden taking their time here. They will go for it here on 4th down. Rodriguez with the fake, gets it out to Solorzano. Solorzano again, coming out of the backfield, gets the first down. They've had that play every time they've needed it.
Yep, they've had success on that play over and over again, so why not go back to it here on a crucial 4th and 2? First down for the Golden Tornadoes.
Yeah, first down for Malden. They continue moving the ball downfield. The clock continues to roll after they move the chains. 4:50 remaining in the game. Highlanders trailing by 8. Malden would like to see the Highlanders not get the ball back. And they're doing quite well with that thought.
Yeah, and the clock just keeps ticking here.
It's Rodriguez with the give to Irizarry. Very quick. He's very, very quick through the hole.
Yeah, but it seems like every time Irizarry gets the ball, he's picking up 7-8 yards every single time. So this is going to bring up a second
gain of
and
6. It's going to be
4
second
here.
down and 4 for
second
Malden.
down and 4, the type of down and distance you want. The Malden offensive
With the
line
ball
is doing
on
a
the
really good
25-yard
job
line.
providing blocks at the point of attack, and Irizarry
4:13
is making
remaining
guys
in the
miss as
game.
well, using that serpentine running style. He's not very tall, he's diminutive, he's 5'8", so it's difficult to find him when he's in amongst the Giants.
He's using that to his advantage there, certainly.
Less than 4 minutes remaining. There's
Yeah.
Irizarry again as he's taken down
Number
across
17
the
is Larry, the
20-yard
ball
line.
carrier.
And he should have enough for the first down there. Yep, they're moving the chains.
Michael Foster with the tackle for the Highlanders, but that
That
is a
play
first
results in the
down.
Golden Tornadoes.
So the Golden
First down.
Tornadoes continue rolling the ball down the field. The clock continues to run. 3:40 remaining in the game. Highlanders
Gonna be
trailing
first
by
and
8.
10 for Malden with the ball on the Somerville 19-yard line.
I think the Golden Tornadoes are just going to continue to run the ball here and run out the clock.
So Rodriguez gives it back to Irizarry. That time he's met in the backfield and thrown down.
Is really the ball carrier.
Philemon with the tackle.
He's tackled by number 13, Ernest
Oh.
Pierre.
Nope, that was Ernst Pierre. My fault. I thought it was 12, not 13.
It's a loss of 2.
Should have known here.
Gonna be
Pierre's been
second down
active
and
on this
12
drive,
for
getting
Malden.
involved in a lot of tackles. So
Well, the tackle had that Philemon look
yes,
to it.
Yep. That aggressiveness.
Very,
Yep.
very aggressive. So a second down and 11 for the Golden Tornadoes. 2:40 remaining in the game. The clock ticks. And Belais gets it. He's met in the backfield, and forward progress is stopped. So a loss of about 2 on that
Number
play,
20,
tackled
Mikhail
by Jason
Khalil, the ball carrier.
Natwali.
The loss of 2.
Yeah, they got
Gonna be
Belize
third
back
down
into
and
the game there because it
14
looked like
for
Azeri needed a water break there.
Needed a quick blow there, yeah.
He's been having most of the touches on this drive.
So we're going to get down to 2 minutes, almost 2 minutes remaining. We're just getting to the 2-minute mark remaining in the game. Highlanders trailing by 8. It's third down and 14 for the Golden Tornadoes. The Highlanders have 1 timeout remaining, not using it here, trying to get the ball back. Big third down here for the Golden Tornadoes, and they're going to back up a little further here.
Flag on the
We have
play.
a crucial penalty
False
there by the
start on
Golden
Malden.
Tornadoes.
It's a crucial
Gonna be a
penalty because I
5-yard
was just
penalty.
thinking to myself, they're also
Repeat third
in
down.
what looked like the
Gonna be
edge of
third and
field goal
19.
range
Yes,
for their
for their
very,
kicker.
very good
Yep.
kicker.
With the
And
ball
now
on their own
they may have been
29.
pushed beyond that.
So it's going to set up a third and long, and you know Golden Tornadoes are certainly going to go for it on 4th down as well.
Minute 30 remaining in the game. The clock is ticking. Clock stopped. No, still going. It's counting by 2-second
Yep.
increments.
It's moving a little quicker, probably quicker than the Highlanders want right
Yeah,
now.
no doubt about that. Minute 10 left. Snap is low, handled by Rodriguez. He rolls out, coming to the near side. He's looking to get to the edge. Instead, he'll go out of bounds. That will stop the clock. We do have a Golden
Rodriguez
Tornado
on the
on the
quarterback
ground.
keeper.
Davian McGuffey, number 12, injured on that play as he's on the ground. He'll be checked out. Clock is stopped. There is 1 minute remaining in the game. Rodriguez was out of bounds. They marked it. See where they're gonna, I'm not totally sure. They're gonna mark it about the 30. Just short of the 30 at the 31.
And not sure what's going on over here, Todd. It looked like McGuffey just jumped right back up, went into the sideline, collected himself, and now he's right back on the field.
Okay, well, interesting. So now it is 4th down. They are not in field goal range. They do not have the field goal team out on the field. He went out of bounds, so the clock stopped with 1 minute remaining in the game. The Highlanders do have 1 timeout remaining that they are holding on to.
And it looks like they're going to
kick the
they're
field
going to
goal.
test their kicker here as Juarez comes out, and he's going to attempt a long field goal here.
Absolutely.
For Malden.
48-yard attempt. It looks like, yes, a 48-yard attempt from Ronald Juarez.
Number 23,
I'll change his name to Justin Tucker if he hits this.
It's a lot of confidence here
I'm
in
going
your
to call him
kicker.
Tucker from now on if he hits this, just saying. So a 48-yard attempt. Highlanders get Francois back just in case there's a return. And that's blocked. Highlanders can get it as Luis tries to collect
Luis
it.
will pick it up.
He's got it. He's going downfield. He's reversing to the near side, looking for the Highlander touchdown. And he has the Highlander touchdown.
What a great job by Luis there, able to pick up the ball. And just when you thought the Juarez might have that kick, great job by Luis. Finds the back of the end zone, and the Highlanders score.
For Somerville touchdown.
What a return by Lewis. He is down on the field right now.
Could just be out of breath after that one,
Could very
Todd.
well be, absolutely. As a great job, a block of the kick. I did not see who blocked the kick coming up the middle. One of the defensive tackles blocked it coming right up the middle, and I didn't quite see who that was. Then Lewis was able to jump on the ball. He first wasn't able to collect it, but he was so far away from anybody else on the field, nobody was close to him, so he had the time to collect it, got the ball in his hands, and used that speed and elusiveness.
Nobody was near him, and a great job to be able to corral it and pick it up and have the smarts to just take off after that.
Lewis back up now.
Sure glad he didn't just jump on it, Todd.
No doubt about that. 44 seconds remaining on the clock. Here's the situation as we see it, although it's not on the scoreboard yet. Highlanders with the touchdown have 12 points. They are down by 2 with 44 seconds left, so they can go for the 2-point conversion to tie it here, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, big play call here. We'll see what they go with. My guess, they have to go with what's been working, right? The quick passes, maybe catch the Golden Tornadoes off. Off here and get it to one of your playmakers outside and use that speed again.
So the game on the line here, 44 seconds remaining in the game, a 2-point conversion for the Highlanders. Aiden Slattery.
The crowd knows what's at stake here.
Absolutely, crowd really in this game now. Slattery back to pass, pressure on him in his face. Pass is incomplete.
The 2-point conversion try is
They were looking for Francois. And I rarely will say things poorly about the officials. He was tackled on that play. He was tackled by the ankles.
He was tackled
on that play. The ball was in the air. That is pass interference, and there is no laundry out there. Bad call by the officials.
And you hate to say it because officials have the hardest job on the planet, right? When they're being out there on that field, they're being scrutinized. But that was a blatant pass interference. Wide receiver was tackled on that play.
No question about it. As a matter of fact, I am sure that our wonderful producer, Joe Constantine, is recutting a replay of that play. And I'm sitting there right now while you're watching that replay, watch as Francois gets knocked to the ground, tackled at the line of scrimmage, or I should say at the goal line.
Just a blown call there.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And Slattery had him on that slant. We've seen that slant work before, and Francois was open.
He was. He absolutely was.
Thank you.
Slattery did a great job. He had a defender in his face. So getting that ball out, great job there. But unfortunately, a missed pass interference call goes against the Highlanders. So they trail by 2, 14-12. They will be kicking away here to Malden. So the onside kick is still open to you. Only one timeout for the Highlanders, so it's not like you can get the ball back probably. Looking for the onside kick probably?
Yeah, I definitely think the onside kick is coming here. Definitely what Coach Fenn is talking to his special teams right now is kickoff team. They want to set up the perfect onside kick and recover it. Hopefully get lucky here.
Once again, ladies
So
and
an
gentlemen,
exciting
at the conclusion
ending
of
to
tonight's
this game,
we ask you
as it looked for all the world like the Golden Tornadoes were driving it down, and we're going to kick a field goal to cushion an 8-point lead, try an extremely long 47-yard field goal. Instead, that field goal gets blocked. It gets picked up by Ginsley Lewis, who runs downfield for the Highlanders, avoiding tackles, getting a touchdown. They line up for the 2-point conversion, and a blatant pass interference is completely missed by the officials. Highlanders trailing by 2 with 44 seconds left on the clock.
Yep, and the all-important onside kick coming up here. At least that's what we would think is about to happen.
You would assume.
Yep.
Looks like that's what they're trying to line up here. You know, onside kicks, things like this, these are the types of things where practice time comes into play. And this is something that you don't get to practice too frequently. You know, you played for Somerville. How often did you guys run the onside kick?
Not too often. It's not a call that you have in your playbook off there. Nothing that you practice much, right?
Exactly.
The onside kick. So anything can happen on an onside kick. Things get a little goofy here, so it'll be interesting to see.
Somerville will attempt the onside kick.
So Valens will kick this one away. 44 seconds remaining in the game. Obvious onside kick situation here for the Highlanders, trailing by 2. As Valens, it gets the jump he wanted.
Oh, there you go.
Highlanders might get on it. Let's see. It's bouncing around.
Tough to see who has it there,
It
Todd.
really is tough to see who has it in the pile. Let's see which side they point to.
And it looks like Bartholomew for the Golden Tornadoes is going to come out with the football.
Yeah, Golden Tornadoes come away with the football. It looked for a moment there, I think it was Francois, number 11, who had the ball. Yep. It just bounced off his hands as he was trying to collect it. Got the perfect bounce. As Valens made an absolutely perfect onside kick.
That's the type of onside kick you want. You want to give your playmakers an ability to try to recover that ball, and Francois just so close to catching that, and the bounce just didn't go their way there, and Bartholomew able to come up with it for the Golden Tornadoes.
So 41 seconds remaining in the game. Highlanders trailing by 2. They can stop the clock once. They have one timeout as Malden will start. They will run the victory formation. As you can see, the deep back at the back at the Malden, I should say, 24-yard line. So they're going to run what's called the old kneel victory formation. Snaps have been an issue. We've seen some poor snaps from Malden.
Malden High School's in victory formation.
41 seconds remaining as the PA announcer editorializes.
Rodriguez takes the knee.
Now, I'm going play-by-play on television. I'm supposed to editorialize. I don't know about the PA announcer, but that's fine. Highlanders will not take the timeout, and that's going to do it.
That's going to do it. Crucial win there for Malden Golden Tornadoes. You hate to see any game finish because at the hands of the refs, honestly. Anything could have happened on that 2-point conversion, but you hate to see the referees get involved and a game be decided like that.
No question about
that. Doesn't feel
that.
good. Yep.
The clock is ticking down as the teams line up to shake hands. Highlanders will come away from this game and move to 0-4 on the season. Malden moves to 1-2 on the season. Unfortunately, the basement of the GBL is owned by the Highlanders currently. But like you said, Eddie, this game so close.
Yep.
The Highlanders had a great opportunity there, and it really feels like the referees missed an obvious call that could have been very, very transitional in this game, I guess you could say.
It was game-changing, definitely. It changed the game right there. Right when you think the Highlanders might have a shot at tying this thing up, they go down 2 points, and you got to rely on an onside kick. So not the way you like to see the game end, and it's not going to feel great looking back at the film. And right now, when you go back to the locker room, it doesn't feel great. But still, some positives to pull from this game, of course, for the Highlanders.
No question about that. We talk about the positives as well. Always want to do that. Ginsley Lewis, a very, very good game. He was the core of the offense. It ran through him, whether it was running or receiving. Also got that blocked field goal, was able to pick up the ball after the blocked field goal, run it downfield, and get that touchdown. So a great job there by Ginsley Lewis. And then you look at Fidini Francois, who had an incredible run. A couple that just barely were stopped before he was able to break them free as well. So some good opportunities there, some good playmakers the Highlanders have there. They just have to keep on working on getting it to them with room to roam.
Yep, and that's what you want to see the Highlanders build off on moving forward. Yes, you know, they're 0-4, but there's always small things to pull away from and continue to grow and develop as a team.
So that's going to do it for us here at MacDonald Stadium as the Highlanders move to 0-4 on the season, 0-3 in the GBL. It's been great bringing you this game tonight. Thank you very much, Eddy, for being along with us tonight. Eddy Maldonado with Todd Harmon, also Joe Constantine and Jeff Argenziano doing a great job for us as well. So thank you so very much. It's great to be back doing football on Friday nights. We'll be back doing it throughout the season as the Highlanders continue. You have been watching Somerville Highlander football on Somerville Educational Channel 15, The Ed.